Sometimes the hardest people to release are the ones you prayed would stay. That is what makes us so painful. You care deeply, and you don't want to believe it's over. You find yourself asking for one more sign to stay, one more reason to hold on. You hope for one last chance for things to change. But holding on isn't always faith. Sometimes holding on becomes resistance to God's will for your life. When God warns you, ignoring it costs you your peace, your focus, and your future. In this video, we will explore 5 signs that God is telling you it's time to let go. This isn't about bitterness or pride. It's about discernment, obedience, and protection. Sign number 1, you lose peace whenever they are around. Colossians 3:15 says, "And let the peace of God rule in your hearts." God's peace is not a small thing. It is not random. It is your spiritual guide. When someone brings constant confusion, unrest, and heaviness, you must pay attention. You might smile on the outside, but deep down, your spirit is troubled every time they enter. That isn't just social anxiety. Often, that is a direct spiritual warning. God speaks through peace, and He speaks through the absence of it. If you feel drained or internally checked out, stop ignoring the signal. Pause and pray. Sign number 2, the doors keep closing, no matter how hard you push. Proverbs 16:9 reminds us that while we plan our path, the Lord directs our steps. You may be trying to force a connection, but nothing is flowing. Nothing is settling. You keep trying to restart what keeps falling apart. Ask yourself, is this an attack, or is this the protection of God? Remember, not every closed door is a setback. Some closed doors are pure mercy. They are God's way of saying, not this one. He is stopping you from building a future on a foundation that cannot sustain you. If God keeps shutting what you try to force open, take His no seriously. Sign number 3, wise counsel keeps warning you about this person. Proverbs 11:14 says, "In the multitude of counselors there is safety." God often confirms His word through the mature, godly voices in your life. Maybe a friend expresses concern. Maybe your parents or pastor see a decline in you. They see the compromise you're making. They see what your emotions have blinded you to. When prayerful, grounded people warn you repeatedly, humility is your greatest asset. Pride says, they don't understand. Wisdom says, God is trying to protect me. The confirmation you're praying for may have already been spoken by those who love you. Sign number 4, you are becoming weaker, not stronger, in your faith. 1 Corinthians 15:33 warns that evil communications corrupt good manners. Some relationships don't move you forward. They pull you away from your calling. Are you more distracted, more spiritually dry, more anxious or distant from prayer? If staying connected makes you less like the person God is forming, it's a danger sign. A godly connection should never require you to shrink your convictions to keep it. It should not normalize confusion or pull you away from your obedience to Christ. If you are becoming spiritually smaller to stay with them, it is time to reassess. Sign number 5, distance brings unexpected clarity and relief. James 3:17 says that wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable. When you step back, you might expect panic or collapse. But then something happens. Your mind gets clearer. Your prayer life steadies. Your emotions finally settle. The fog lifts and your peace starts returning. This is a powerful confirmation. The pain of the breakup was real, but the relief proves the attachment was unhealthy. Sometimes space reveals exactly what closeness kept hiding from your heart. The peace you feel in their absence is the answer to the prayers you've been crying. If these signs are appearing, do not ignore them. God is speaking to you. Do not mistake attachment for discernment. Do not call fear love. Do not call disobedience loyalty. If God says let go, it is not a failure. Letting go is an act of obedience. And yes, I know it hurts. It hurts because you cared. It hurts because you hoped for a different ending. But God doesn't ask you to release things to harm you. He sees what you cannot. He sees where that path leads. He sees the cost of your refusal to listen. So if He is telling you to let go, do not be afraid to open your hands. The same God who gave you the warning will be with you every step of the way. He will not leave you comfortless. He will guide you through the grief into new life. His wisdom is higher than our emotions. Let go with trust and let Him lead. You aren't losing what was meant for you. You're making room for what is better.